It is Olight's 15th anniversary, and they sent me a bunch of really cool stuff. Couple lights, but they also sent me this Duron knife, and I'm one of the first channels to get it. And it's available today. So this thing's really cool. All of this stuff is in their OAL aluminum. So let's do this. This is a two-part video. You're going to get to see an unboxing and kind of a first impression and first carry and first look. So let's turn this around and get into this right now. All right. So you heard me in the intro. I got this knife before the release. This is the Oknife Duron. Now, I did film an unboxing. You guys are going to see that in a minute, but I have to say this is really, really cool. I'm impressed with this so far. I've been carrying this for a few days. They sent it to me. Now it becomes available today. I don't have a price yet because I'm filming this well in advance. They sent me this knife early, and with me working weird, I've got a crazy schedule right now. I'm trying to film this in the evening before I go to bed, and the knife has not launched yet for me, but for you guys, it launches today on the 12th. This is a really, really cool knife, and it's kind of unique. We'll talk about that, but first, you guys have got to go listen to what I say in the unboxing right now. All right, guys, so I'm not 100% sure on how I'm going to do the whole series of videos because Olight sent me a bunch of stuff for their 18th anniversary. But what we're going to do real quick here, because I have not looked at this yet, is we are going to look at this knife that they sent me. So no one has seen this yet. This is one of those few times where we are going to get to see something first. Well, some other people might have already gotten it. This is the Duron. This is one of their knives that are it's in their 18th anniversary celebration for Olight. I have some flashlights they sent me. So let's take a look at this. Now, I do know that this is in OAL, which is their proprietary aluminum alloy. So it's made of OAL. I do know that. And it is also in, hang on a second, let's find out, Nitro V steel. So Nitro V is not a bad steel. It's not my favorite, but this is a good looking knife here. So this is in, hang on a second, let me wipe this blade off. Sorry about that, guys. I was poorly prepared. So like I said, Nitro V, OAL, that's their aluminum alloy. This is, as far as I know, the OAL that the knives that they're making over at Oknife in OAL are the only aluminum frame locks. And I gotta tell you guys, this is super, super light. So I looked into it a little bit. They're saying it's got tensile strength and things comparable to T2 titanium. It has a harder exterior scratch resistant surface when you do the aluminum oxide coating. Now the action on this is great. I'm not going to get too much into this, but there is a coin with this. I saw that and I wanted to show you guys this on this quick unboxing because this is going to be, you guys are going to get kind of a two-part video. There's going to be a second video. Well, this is going to be part of a different video. So like I said, this is for the 15th anniversary. So they also sent me a couple flashlights. You guys are going to see those in a separate video. They sent me the Warrior Ultra and the O-Clip Ultra, and you guys will see those. So now this is going to be going on sale on the 12th. So I have to get all of this done and ready by the 12th. So there you go. Back to Future Mike after he's carried this and used it for a few days. Okay, so now the cool thing about this is part of Olight's 15th anniversary. So Oknife and Olight, they're the same company. And the cool thing about this is all of the stuff that you're going to see in the next couple videos, including this Ultra, this Warrior Ultra, they're done in what is called OAL. Now, I touched on it in the unboxing. So let's go ahead real quick. I've got the specs here. We're going to take a look at the specs so we can talk about it because this thing is pretty cool. It is a aluminum frame lock. Now we'll talk about that in a second, but the specs on this, you're looking at overall length of 8.01 inches, handle thickness of 0.52, so it's just a little over a half an inch in thickness, blade length of 3.5 inches, and it is in Nitro V, coming in at 59 plus or minus 2. So you're looking at anywhere between 57 and 61. Now it's done in a drop point fashion. Nitro V with a PV coat. It is dual thumb stud, so left or right thumb stud, and the action on it's really good. You can reverse flick off of this. Now the cool thing about this is this aluminum alloy that they're using in this is the only aluminum alloy that's been used for a frame lock knife so far. It has got some unique properties. The exterior coating on this apparently is much more abrasion resistant. So you're looking at something that won't scratch as easily, and the finish on it is gorgeous. The design overall kind of reminds me of the triple aught design that you used to see, the triple aught design, really, really kind of straight, but very, very functional. The other thing about this is this OA aluminum apparently has got some of the same strength to weight ratios that are higher than type 2 titanium, than T2 titanium. So you're getting a lot of the same things. And then with the scuff and scratch resistance of a higher Rockwell coating on the aluminum oxide on the exterior, that's pretty cool. So more about the knife. So it is an incredibly comfortable knife to carry. It's super, super light. It is coming in at, I think, 3.17 ounces. And that's because aluminum is a very, very light material. It's really strong, it's really light, but it doesn't usually have the flexibility, which is why you don't see it in frame locks. But if you look, lots of weight reduction in this. So even though it's already a light material, it's even lighter because there's just less of it there. The balance on it with the handles being so light is just perfect for me. It's that centralized neutral balance right there at the pivot. You've got super good access to the lock bar, and the action on it is stellar. It is stellar. It's got enough detent so that you can reverse flick with the thumb studs, which are, like I said, dual thumb studs. Really, really easy to use. Really very nice positioning on that. And then you've got this big finger choil here on this nice straight handle where you can drop into it, and you've got jimping there that you're like on it for the cut. And then you don't have a forward finger choil, but you can get your middle finger in there and your finger up here, and you can get closer up to that work surface. Super comfortable. So it feels like you've got a choil even though you don't. Nice drop point grind on this blade. It is the Nitro V, which isn't one of my favorite steels, but it's still a very, very nice functional blade. You got a lot of flat, a little bit of belly, nice gentle taper here on the spine, and some jimping up there for indexing. Now, the handles in hand, really comfortable. They are nicely contoured. And if you look here, it's a clamshell design, so there's not a lot of additional hardware. So you have a clean look on this because you only have screws on one side. Nice, clean show scale. And because it's clamshell, they just stuck a pin in here and milled out that slot right there and gave you a lanyard post. Deep carry pocket clip on this that is a nice deep carry pocket clip. Deep carry pocket clips sometimes bother me because people will get a deep carry pocket clip and then put it forward. It carries deep, and because it's so light, it carries really well. And it's an ambidextrous pocket clip. And then just the knife overall is attractive. I like this color. Everything that Olight sent me is in this color. And then PVD coating on this. So you've got that black handle. It matches the, you got the black blade in and the greenish olive drab handle. They go well together. It's just a good overall look. And I'm really impressed that it's an aluminum frame lock. Now, you guys know me. Every knife gets a fair shake, but every knife gets a fair review. So even though they sent this to me, I don't get paid to do this review. We're going to talk about a couple things I have noticed on this knife. When we do flip side of the story, flip side of the knife. Okay. Everything we're about to talk about is just minimal. This is minimal stuff. A lot of it is personal preference. I hate that they did this just kind of a matte, this matte PVD coating. You can see on it where, like, when you put your thumbs on, it just looks dirty. And there's no real way to do anything. If they had just given it a quick light stone wash, it wouldn't look that bad. And it also shines up really quickly, as you can see behind the edge and on those streakings where you're cutting, and it just shines up the PVD. Now, I can take this apart, I can stone wash this myself. That's not a big deal. That's not a functional thing. I do have to say it came with a bit of a burr. As you can see, there's a little bit of a micro bevel on this. I did put it on that ultra fine ceramic plate of mine, the Spyderco ultra fine ceramic, just to take the burr off of it, and then stropped it. The edge, however, has held up. I meant to mention that earlier. The next thing, the thumb studs are kind of sharp. They're not horrible, but they are a little bit sharp. And I just wish that they were a little bit more rounded. They don't have to be sharp to be functional. They stand up pretty proud. You can get on it, nice action on it, but they are a little sharp on those edges. Now, when I stonewash the blade, which I probably will do, it will knock some of that off. Or I may just take these off and just completely stonewash them so that they're just a little contrast. And then the final thing, the jimping. The jimping's kind of soft. It's not horrible. But other than that, I mean, those are just minor little things. Most of this stuff is just negligible things, and a lot of it's just my personal opinion. So would I recommend it? Yes. Is it a yup or a not? It's a oops. It's a yup. It's absolutely a yup. They're available today. Today's the 12th for you guys. It's like the 5th for me, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. I just got home here not too long ago. I'm going to bed because I got to be up at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning to be at work at 6. So guys, that's pretty much it. Let's turn this around. We'll do some final thoughts and send you out about your day. Yeah, there you go, guys. I'm really impressed, and I never thought I would see an aluminum frame lock. It's just not something you would ever see. So there is a link to all of these items down below. These are going to get their own video. It's going to be separate, but you're going to be able to find a link to this down below. It is an affiliate link. It does support the channel. Speaking of which, there's a lot of affiliate links down below that support the channel. I get a little portion of it at checkout. It does not cost you anything extra. So use those links to do all your knife shopping. I got links from most of the knife vendors, including the Olate link where you're going to be able to find these items. I also have got 2 links down there. Oh, Amazon store. Take my Amazon store, use it for all of your Amazon shopping. Take that link, pin it to your browser. Supports the channel, just makes them pay me a portion of your cart total at checkout. I also have got 2 links down there that have discount codes built into them. They are Coffee Brand Coffee Tempered Trail. You do not have to do anything. You just use that link. I also have a coupon code of Crazy Sharp that works at Fair and Forged Knife Works, KATSU Knives, Rosecraft Blades, 10%, just Crazy Sharp, all one word. If you want to support the channel and not give any of your money to YouTube, you can use my Cash App. It is the $Sharp Crazy. Supports the channel directly. You don't have to give any of your money to YouTube, but I do have a YouTube membership down below where you get early access to videos, exclusive content, and I've got some stuff slated for giveaways as soon as I'm not having to film what would be past my bedtime, because I have to work tomorrow. It means I got to get up at 4 a.m. Guys, that's it on this one. Keep it clean in the comment section. I love you all. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I will see you in the next video.